chicken. Today we're doing some bean can chicken. I got this idea from the BBQ Pit Boys. You should check them out. Those guys are really great. They're quite popular in the barbecue world. But it's a great little variation on the beer can. We're just going to do a can of beans. Let me go ahead and prep these birds, and we'll be right back. So what we're going to do is start off with some butter. See if I can get in here. What we like to do is we do this at Thanksgiving for our turkeys, and we don't do anything else, just butter under the skin and then all over the place, and it comes out great. And what we're going to do here, separate that skin. We'll separate it over here too. I'm going to fill these up with some butter. These are about 6-pound birds. Actually, this one's about 6.5, and this one's closer, just under 6. Here we go. Just grab a bunch of butter, nice and melted and mushy. Makes it a lot easier. I'm gonna go ahead and stuff it all in there. This is really gonna just melt and get all nice and gooey and get all over that meat. Really render throughout the bird. Get some more over in this one. Hopefully we can outlast the thunderstorm that's supposed to come in. I doubt it, but who cares? Doesn't matter, as long as you're barbecuing. So we got that in there. I'm going to take the remaining butter and just kind of smear it around all over. I'm also going to take some olive oil, just kind of loosen things up on these birds as well. So there we go. Okay, so like I said, with the olive oil, just prepping these birds up for the grill. And I'll talk about that in a minute. A little change to the smoke hollow to make this work. And it's the one thing that's pretty nice about that smoke hollow, the different things you can do. Okay, a little bit more. Okay. All the cracks and crevices. Put it around, there we go. It's going to help the rub stick to the bird. There we go. Okay. Again, stubs. What we're going to do is a nice liberal coating all over. I might as well get both here. What I'm going to do is the bigger bird we're going to leave as is, and the smaller bird here I'm going to kick it up a notch with some red pepper flakes, just to add a little bit of heat. We'll see that in a sec. Let's get both sides. Again, nice and liberal. There we go. And again, for the small bird, go ahead and add a few pepper flakes. We'll mash them in there. Now, if you're a fan of beer can chicken, you're really going to love this. This just comes out outstanding. Look at that. There we go. I'll just cover that up a little bit more. Okay, so you have it. What we're going to do now is just going to get these things covered, let them sit for at least half an hour. You can go up to 4 or 5 hours even overnight if you want. While we do that, we're going to prep the fire and prep the cans of beans. So that should do it. Stick around. Okay, so the fire is getting hot. We've got, I've cleaned up my bean cans. Just come over here and I'll show you. It's important with these cans that on the label there's glue that holds the label on the can, and you need to get that off. I have a high-speed wire wheel that I used, and it works really well, but make sure you get that off. It's important. So what we're going to do is, in the past, I've gone ahead and just emptied out, squeezed the lid onto the beans, empty out all the excess liquid, and then I've introduced the ingredients right into the can before. This time I'm going to do a little different and mix them in a bowl, then put them back in the can. So one of these birds is going to be not hot, and the other one will be a little hot. So over here we've got some red onion, a little bit of that. We've got some smoked bacon that I just took off the grill. A little bit more. Alright, we'll save those jalapenos for the other batch. We're also going to add a dash of some dried mustard. A little bit of molasses. And again, this is all to taste. This is what we like to do. Oh, not that one, next one. Oh, a little bit of the rub. And last but not least, some beer. This is going to reconstitute some of that liquid back into the beans. Let's give this a good stirring. The reason I decided to do this in a bowl this time is because the ingredients all kind of stayed on top of the beans before. This way I'm going to kind of mix them all together and then get them back into the can. So let's go ahead and do that. If we can do this, I might want to scoop them. So you see where we're going with this. I'm going to go ahead and sweet. Look at that. Now you add a little bit more here to the top just to get some more of that liquid in there that's going to steam up. Okay. Now for our next batch, this is going to be on the hot side. Go ahead and get these out. Now these beans, actually they're different. One's Bush's and one's B&M. And now that the labels are gone, I don't remember which one's which, but it doesn't really matter. Use your favorite beans. So again, same thing here. You know, dash of dried mustard. Gonna go with a few handfuls of red onion. Put some bacon in there. Pickled jalapenos. Gotta love that. Okay. Again, a little bit more molasses. Love molasses, especially with baked beans. It's kind of a no-brainer. A little bit more heat. Some crushed red pepper flakes. Love it. Some more stubs. And last but not least, some good stuff here. Gunshot sauce. It's not super hot, but it's got a great flavor. It does have a little bit of heat. We're just gonna add a squirt of that. Actually, I said last but not least, but that's not the case. Beer. And some for the show. Okay. Let's give this a stirring. Again, this will be going on the smaller bird. It's got the red pepper flakes and the rub. It's going to have a nice bite to it. I do love the heat. Let's go ahead and get this one back over here. Start scooping. That bacon smells delicious. There's nothing like, you know, some fresh bacon on the grill. I just fired up the gas side, threw the bacon on there, and it was done lickety split. We're going to be cooking this over a hickory fire. It's okay if we make a little mess. There we go. Get it all in there. Okay. So that one's pretty full. Go ahead, top that off. Okay, come back up here. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to get the birds ready. I'm going to shove these right up the butt, put them on the grill, and start cooking. Be back in a minute. Okay, before these go in the bird, we're going to put them on the gas side of the grill and heat up these cans and get them nice and hot before they go into the bird. That's going to facilitate the cooking a lot better. It's going to make things go a little quicker. So that one's on. Let's get this other one. Hot one. All right. These cans of beans are bubbling nicely. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull them off the grill, get them onto the cutting board, and we're gonna try to get these things up and into the bird. So let's see what happens. We're gonna start with the non-hot one. So this now. This ought to be interesting. This is a process. So what I'm gonna do. This is why I like to get at least a, you get that 5.5 pound bird. Should be able to. Will be a lot easier to get on the can than the smaller birds, obviously. So, oh, look at that. This one happens to be working pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of work it. It seems to me, I'm actually surprised how well this is going on. All right, and look at that. I think we're there. Now what I've done here with the smoke hollow, see, I've removed my my chimney extension. I've also removed the grates here. If you don't do that, you're just not going to have enough room in this grill. So the birds will go right on here. I put some, the heavy duty foil, perforated it, and what you can't see is a water pan underneath. That's going to keep everything nice and moist. So let's go back over here. Let's get this first bird. Grab it by the can. Get it. Run over here. And there is bird number 1. So we're going to go ahead, do the same thing with bird number 2, the hot one. Get that on there. We'll be right back. See ya. Both birds are on. We're cooking at 300 degrees, give or take. A few. It should only take 2-3 hours tops. We're going to be looking for an internal temp of 165 to 170. When that happens, we pull them off. It's eating time. See you soon. Get an internal temperature of about 150 degrees, and now we're going to go ahead and start glazing this with some more stubs. So come on in, Jason. Let it burp a bit. There we go. Look at that. Delicious. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this on. Give it a nice brush. Looking good. Good old stubs. Go ahead and pull this first bird off. There we go. Alright, Jason. Coming through. That's hot. There we go. Now, here's another trick, is getting it off. There we go. Look at that. Awesome. Slowly work it off. There we go. Alright, there's one bird, and there's one can. We're going to go ahead and let these rest. Covered. We want them to rest for about, at least 20 minutes. Probably closer to a half an hour. Covered. You cut into them now, all that juice is just going to run right out of the meat. So we're going to go ahead and wrap these up. Let them sit nice and comfortable. So while that chicken's resting, we got the corn on the cob boiling. That's about ready to come out of the water. So what's nice about this gas side of the grill, any kind of hybrid grill, just get it going, and look what we've got here. Some nice garlic bread. Jason, come on over here and take a look at this. Flip that side around.
I like a garlic bread.
Yeah, well, we can do everything for everybody here. So we've got this one all loaded up with mozz and oregano and paprika and garlic and all, and then we just got one. It's just plain old bread and butter.
Oh, I wish I could have that for dinner.
All 3 burners on low, puts it at 400 degrees. When that's done, the chicken's done, the corn's done, we're ready to eat. I think we'll just maybe quarter it, cut the wings off. This is the hot one. You just kind of follow the bone. Let the bone take you and the joints take you where they want you to go. Look at that. There we go. There's one. Got a quarter over here, nice chicken quarter. Look at that. You can see it's just, oh boy, it's just falling apart. Look at that. I'll pull that out. There we go. It's easier to come from the back side. Pull that joint apart. Right down into that joint. Where is it? There we go. Cut that loose. Another quarter over here. There we go. Look at that. There's a beauty. There we go. Wow, that is some juicy looking meat. There we go.
I mean, put any water in your plant. You gotta get bone dry.
Check it out. That is some juicy chicken. Let me try one more piece. Low and slow. That's the way to go. Keeps that juice in there. Got a little bit of spice from the red pepper. That's not going to be on the other one, but that's great. That's how I like it. Perfect. Can't ask for anything else. We got some corn on the cob, some baked beans. Those are going to be great. I'm going to eat them all up. See how that goes. Thanks for watching. Till next time. See ya. Drunken Sailor, Brew BBQ. Signing off. See ya.